everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The intended receiver, Taylor. And that'll bring up second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz going to throw. That's complete to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Play action. Now Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's what I'm talking about.
And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? There was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's Portis. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Wentz going to try and throw on third. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
57, Mike 57.
On play action, it's Wentz. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Good one. And he will lose lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They go play action with Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Carl Lawson. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside. Of their own 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll run it here with Portis. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
Now Wentz on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown.
We got it.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A run with Portis. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a carry for Portis. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here we go. Slam.
On the give, here's Portis. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Wide open receiver complete. The crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Jackson going down the middle, and it's complete. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, money throw.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead. Marr now to add the extra point.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They hand it off to Portis, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby! Sack, baby!
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. Uses the stiff arm. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. As we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because we get to talk about it, and, at the end of the day, 6 teams are going to go from each conference, and guess what? We're going to have a playoffs. But nerve-wracking for all the people involved, all the teams, because their goal is to get there. And anything less than that makes the season a disappointment. So they've got to be primed now for a big finish to their season.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Jackson on 1st down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw is Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Marr on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Giants 41.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed and, more importantly, perhaps that first-round bye.
But they have to clinch it, don't they?
Yeah.
That's the key, right? So, in a sense, the playoffs have started. They've got to go ahead and get this thing done. Otherwise, it's a different road, and you really don't want to be at the mercy of other teams and their results.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the toss, this is Clinton Portis. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big play there for Philly. 65 yards on the ground. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taywan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now it's Jackson. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Back him up, back him up.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Throws right side, and that's complete. We have hit halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And New York set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that gives him a 3-point lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 10 yards, good for a giant 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now Jackson on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Ronald Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a give, left side, it's Portis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
What I'm talking about.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Mike. Check.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Giants 28, Eagles 24.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Let's go. Mike 52, Mike 52. All day, guys. Check through.
From the 24, Jackson is going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Mecole Hardman, 76 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
A drive there of just 4 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Wentz. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And
the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ready. 56. Check 56. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
From the gun, Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it a second down.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Here we are. Mike 56.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. This offense already 4 for 4 on 4th down conversions. They're going to try it again here on this 4th down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Mike 56, right there, 56. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. First target, first catch at a 1st down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out here in the eye. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To throw again is Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. In for the score. And the Giants are able to add. On to their lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next to score, Giants 42, Eagles 24.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crack.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Now it's Jackson. And he fends him off. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is Harris. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw, it's Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, 89 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Wentz. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Wentz now to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. One final try now for Wentz. He's going to let it. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, 32 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play.